It's me, Noping, and today we are back with another banger video. Now today we are running Ekko in the jungle, and we're going to be versing a Pantheon running Conqueror, and we're running Electrocute, so let's get it.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so we actually do end up getting invaded, but I ended up pinking the brush, so we at least know that he's trying to go for an invade, and if anything, we could probably invade his blue side right after I'm finished my red buff. Alright, so as I'm finishing my red buff, I do see bot lane is fighting a little bit, and my team is pushed underneath towers, so I could probably look for a gank here. And I do not need to worry about a counter gank because Pantheon is taking my blue side, so let's get it. Now thankfully we do come out with 1 kill and 1 assist there, and now that the bot lane's gone, we can easily invade and take this blue away from the Pantheon. Now my thought process at this point in the game was I was wondering if Pantheon actually cleared my full blue side, so just to ensure that I'm not behind an XP, I end up taking this grump away too. Alright, so now that we secure grump, we're moving into scuttle here. Enemy bot lane is still pushed up, so we might have to look for a gank there. But I also realized that me and Panther both on scuttle and Action is pushed up, so I'm gonna go for a counter gank. Now sadly what happened there was Action did not commit to the fight and he ended up leaving me by myself. If he did stay and fight there, we would have definitely won that and I would have been 2-0, but I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt and continue to stay level headed so that we could probably get to the W. Now I'm looking by here because Caitlyn is low, Sweeper's doing this work, no wards, easy gank. Alright, so now that we secured that kill, I'm a few gold away from my Lich Bane, so I'm gonna just run to my Krugs real quick. We just got it up, and this is a big power spike for me because at this point I should be able to snowball the game. Alright, so I do see that Fizz turn level 5 and Action and Fizz are fighting, and there's a high probability that Fizz will go for the all-in on Action soon, so I just want to be prepared for that. Fizz goes for the engage, I counter engage, perfect gank, that's a perfect gank. Caitlyn ends up rotating, I block the ulti, try to see if I could get a kill on her, sadly I could not. I'm gonna go check if Pantheon's blue is up. It looks to be up, let's see if we can take it. Caitlyn ends up denying me, Pantheon ulti comes through, and I'm out of there. I'm not about to find out. I'm sitting on 2k gold and my Lich Bane is up, so best thing I could do right now is just go for a B. Alright, so now that we have our Lich Bane and our Mercs, we are in a really good position, and Mercs is really valuable this game because there's a lot of slows in CC and majority of the team is AP, so Mercs is a really good purchase. Now we're going into Herald here, mainly because it's lower risk than Drake right now, and it's really useful in the early game and allows me to open up the map. Alright, so now that I secured the Herald, first thing I'm gonna do is run at this gun for disrespecting me. Please get the hell out of my face. I end up dropping Herald here, taking mid. Unfortunately, we do end up giving up Drake, and Pantheon decides to DoorDash himself to me, so we're gonna take advantage of that. I drop my W, he ends up staying there too long, pulls off the stun, instantly one shot. Now ends up burning flash. I think that's pretty weird. Now if we could get Herald to give us one more charge, we'll be in a really strong position. Alright, so after clearing my blue side, I'm actually looking for Pantheon here, looking out for my Aurelia. It looks like Pantheon showed. I'm going to look for a fight here because I think that we could win it. No, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sad there because Panth ends up escaping my ulti with his ulti, and then I end up giving away my shutdown to Gwen. But luckily Action ends up cleaning up, so I'm gonna think of that as a net positive, and I got a free base. So yeah. Alright, so when I was finishing my red, it looks like Fizz went for a dive on the bot lane. So we're gonna try to counter engage. They end up running away. Looks like we're not gonna get none here, so I end up sitting in the brush and I'm gonna look for the dive. Alright, so thankfully the dive did end up panning out perfectly. Already it did end up picking up a double kill, but it's better that we get kills rather than get none. Alright, so now that we secured our Abaddon's dead cap and Herald looks to be coming up, it's the perfect time to take it. It looks like they do not have no vision, and at this moment I'm extremely strong, so if they pull up, they get murked. Alright, so now that we secured the Rift Herald and Gwen is out of position, she ends up backing. We go in here, end up picking up the easy kill on her. Alright, so right now I'm looking to place Herald top. Pantheon comes in with the ulti. I end up doing a shit ton of damage, picking up a kill on Pantheon. Now that this flashes away, I flash away from the Fizz because although I'm strong right now, I'm still squishy as shit. And I'm pretty sure that he could probably one-shot me. So I'm gonna just play it safe. Alright, so after getting some components from my voice staff, Drake is coming up. Caitlyn isn't here for the fight, so this should be pretty free. Alright, so looking back on this was super clean. I end up timing Zonia's and completely dodging Fizz ulti. And now this Drake is free. Alright, so after farming it up a little bit, looks like Caitlyn's pushing. She ends up pushing up too much, ends up getting popped. She disappeared. Pantheon ult comes through, not engages. I disengage instinctively. I start repositioning. Picking up a kill on the knot. Fizz is going in. Ends up picking a kill up on the Fizz. Now, at this point, we are in a really strong position. Unfortunately, Baron is not up for grabs. So, I'm going to try to push in this tower. Alright, so now that I picked up my voice staff, I'm actually looking for a little bit more of safety because the backline is actually starting to do damage to me and Fizz could likely one-shot me, so I'm looking for a Banshee's Veil here. I'm playing for Drake because one, we are in the driving seat this game and we don't need to be forcing anything.
Slain. Turret lost. Attack this champion.
Alright, so I decided not to chase there because one, I have a hefty shutdown, and two, most likely I get my ass beat, to be honest with you. So we're gonna go back for the B and we're gonna look for the Banshee's Veil. Alright, so at this point in the game, the main threats to me winning this game is Fizz and Pantheon. Mainly because one has a bunch of damage and the other just has a lot of lockdown, and I need to make sure that I can escape when I need to. So I look for a kill on the Panther, place my W, end up going in, boom, end up going straight through his GA, running after Fizz here. Pantheon takes priority because once we get the kill on him, it's basically free Baron. Alright, so after that fight, I actually changed my mind to go focus Drake, mainly because the only way they can come back right now is if they end up with a Baron steal. So Drake is the safest objective to take right now. I did see Pantheon rotating over, so I'm planning to catch him here and possibly end the game. Alright, so at this point we are approaching the end game. I'm just trying to get these towers down and basically make sure that the wave is pushing, so if they end up out of position we could easily go for Baron here. I was going to engage here, but I realized my ulti was still on cooldown. So when y'all are playing, just make sure you're playing around your ultimate and you guys are not throwing the game. Alright, so right now I'm threatening Baron. I end up placing my W and I'm going in because I do have my ultimate. Now at this point I'm almost one-shotting the ADC. End up dropping my Zillions, making sure I don't get one shot. Ult comes through, ends up picking up a double kill on Not and Pantheon. So that looks like a GG. Now I hope y'all did learn from this video. First off, sorry for the lack of content, you know, life gets to you and shit. But I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Definitely a fun one. More Ekko to come. We're currently sitting at Diamond 4 after this new season. Haven't been grinding that hard. But let's see the damage charts. Came out 17 and 2 this game and had 35,000 damage. Now if y'all did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And it's Nopings. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.